Hey, what's happening? It's Amy Nicholas, and today's video I wanted to share my newest daily buy or daily investment that I've recently set up with Robinhood. And as you know, if you've seen the channel at all, I've been doing some updates on different stocks and ETFs that I've been buying, and a lot of these I buy on a daily basis. Thank you, Robinhood, for allowing that to happen. You can basically set this up in your account and it'll just say create a recurring investment. You select how often you want it to occur, and you can have it happen as often as every trading day. So Monday through Friday, aside from holidays, of course. So my newest one is a company called AXON Enterprise. The ticker symbol is AXON. It's currently, as of Friday, it closed at $685.95, which is at, I think, one of its highs. I know for a while it was 680. I'm just checking the chart here. 689 is the high, which it hit in December. But I had this stock on my watch list for somewhere between 4 and 6 weeks. And whenever I would check in on it, I noticed that even if it backtracked a little bit, it would consistently gain ground and it could keep going up, keep going up. So I was like, well, this is definitely, a potential. And when I looked over the actual ROI, the charts, on a weekly basis lately, the stock market has been who knows what, right? But on the monthly, AXON here, we're showing, 15.72% gains on the month. If we look at the 3-month chart, by the way, I'm looking at this on Robinhood. 3-month chart, we are at 14.41% growth. And on the 1-year chart, a whopping 152.09% in 1 year. Yeah, that's pretty incredible. And then I also like to zoom out 5 years, 686%. So what is this company? What do they do? I had no idea initially. And when I just researched it, I was like, oh, this sounds like a really great investment for the long term. So AXON, I'm just going to read you guys here. It operates through the taser segment, software, and sensor segment. They create electrical weapons for personal defense. So tasers. The taser segment sells conducted electrical weapons, accessories, and other related products and services. I believe their products are used for body cams. So think about all the police force, military, security, if this continues on growing, I'm sure like even security guards and bank guards and things like that will be wearing these body cams. So they have applications for all that, and they're partly on the software side and partly on the actual physical stuff. It was founded in 1993, so it's not a super old company, but it's not like it just started a year ago, right? And they're out of Scottsdale, Arizona. So, I just kept watching it, really liked the momentum I was seeing. I'm looking for high growth stocks right now. When I had my IRA invested fully into the S&P 500 for like the past 9 years, it was great. I got great returns, but this year I just decided to take more advantage of, booming markets, actually since last year, and get better control, better hold over what I was actually investing in. Now, AXON, I'm actually only invested in this in my Robinhood account, which is not an IRA, just my regular trading account. So I kind of am doing this for a test to see how does this perform consistently over time, 6 months, a year down the road, before I kind of like decide to throw this into the IRA as well. I kind of like to test things out in small waves and see how things go before committing larger capital. So right now, I'm just doing a daily buy of $5 a day. And then according to, let's see, what does Robinhood tell me here? Which I recently bumped to $10 a day because this stock is doing well. So my average price paid $667.72, and its current price $685.95. So I just started this investment. Let's see, February 12th, guys. Today's February 17th, and today doesn't even count because it's not a trading day, thanks to the holiday. But yeah, I've only invested for a handful of days. And you can see already in that short period of time, the stock has gone up almost $20 a share. And it's telling me, yeah, it's up 2.73%, $18.23 higher than your average price paid. I think I've put in, now this is one of the ones too where I will buy on the dip, and there was a couple of dips. Unfortunately, some of the dips on AXON have occurred in the pre-market and after hours trading. And unfortunately with Robinhood and maybe this particular stock, I don't know, you can't buy fractional shares outside of normal trading hours. So I missed a couple of dips, unfortunately, but whenever there was a dip during the day trading session, I would try to buy a little more. So right now I've got $83.27 invested, and that includes my daily buys. So it's maybe like 4 days of putting in $5 a day and then adding a couple of things. So right now I only have 0.121 shares, but I'm already up $3.29. So I barely got $80 into it. I just started this a few days ago, and I'm already green, and I'm already green in the the dollar figure, which is really kind of surprising to me because I've been doing this $8 a day challenge. You can follow my other videos for that, into VOO and VGT, which are two ETFs, and I do that every day. And it took like a good while, it seemed like, before I was even like $1 in profit, because I'm just buying a tiny little bit per day. But here I am buying a tiny little bit per day as well, and AXON's just doing so well that I'm already in the green. So that's pretty cool. Now that I bumped it up to $10 a day, I'm hoping to see even better results from it. And this for me is a long-term investment because I just saw vast potential. I mean, look at that 5-year, 686%, even the 1 year, 152% growth. So if you're looking for stocks that, might outperform the S&P 500, might be one to consider. It is a pricey stock. Obviously, it's almost $700 a share, but with most platforms now, you can do fractional buying of shares. So you can say, hey, buy me $5, buy me 10. You can do this weekly, monthly, whatever you want to do, but they've really made it easy now at these brokerages to buy chunks of stocks that you want to own. And if they decide, as I don't think they have a dividend right now, let me just double check here. No dividend at this time. Their focus is on growth, right? So that's why you're seeing explosive moves. But if they ever did decide to do a dividend, even just owning a fraction of the stock, you still get paid. You still get paid a portion of the dividend. So if that ever happens, great. It used to be a deciding factor for me to purchase stocks only with dividends. But the problem with that is you miss out on some really big growth stocks. Like, for instance, Amazon, Netflix, which has skyrocketed this year. You can check out one of my videos recently I did about just starting 1 month of daily buys into Netflix and what's happened already with that. Meta, at some point they changed and they did start to offer a dividend, but for a long time, and probably in their big growth years, they did not have a dividend. So it's kind of a toss-up of like, maybe you balance your portfolio that you're buying some stocks that have dividends, so you get that little bit of income. And then sometimes you buy these growth stocks because, hey, these big movers are typically not going to pay a dividend because they are putting all the money back into, research and development, making their products better, doing sales and marketing, just really trying to grow. A lot of companies now, are doing AI investment, so obviously this kind of company, I'm sure they have, funding for specifically that because of their technology and what they do. So anyways, guys, that's AXON. I'll keep you posted where I'm at, maybe 30 days in or a month out or whatever for the daily buys and where we stand after that. Feel free to like and subscribe if you want to hang around and see more content. Feel free to check out my stock playlist in the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.